everyone, and today we are going to be having a look at childhood obesity. This is a worldwide problem that is faced by both children and adults. First on the matter, we will be interviewing a food technology teacher who will teach us how not to pile on pounds. Let's get tucked in. Over to you, Omar.
Hello and welcome everyone. Today I'm here with Mrs. Hodgson, a food technology teacher, who will be telling us a little bit about what she does.
Hello, as Omar said, I am Mrs. Hodgson. I do teach food technology here at the Beaconsfield School. I'm really passionate about my subject. I'm passionate about food. I'm passionate about anything connected with food. I'm what you would call a foodie, and I want everybody that I teach to be a passionate foodie like me.
Okay, let's get on with the questions. So we know that becoming healthy and being fit has a lot to do with your eating. So how do you think, as a food technology teacher, personally, you can encourage people to eat healthy?
Well, it's actually quite a simple process. Anything that is sweet, we try to reduce the sugar in it, we try to reduce the fat in those products, and add healthy ingredients like vegetables. So, for example, we make cookies in Year 8. We don't make chocolate chip cookies, we make healthy food cookies. We make soups, we don't add cream. We have lovely homemade leek and potato soup in Year 7. I think you've made leek and potato soup, haven't you? So our scheme of work for the school is to be healthy. And so I try to encourage that as much as possible. There are times, of course, when we all want to have cream and sugar and lots of butter in it. So it is often a discussion that we have in the food lessons. Do we compromise flavour for health, or can we have a little bit of that but still have it healthy as well?
So how do you think people could avoid becoming overweight from eating?
Personally speaking, and I am a foodie and I love eating lots of lovely food, I think portion size is really, really important, but it's also about combining a healthy diet with good exercise. And I think if you can, you can be a little bit, shall we say, plump, a little bit overweight, but incredibly fit. And it's also making sure we reduce our saturated fats and our sugar content. So really, for people to be healthy, they need to combine a good, healthy diet with good, regular exercise.
And finally, do you have any tips to maybe stop eating habits or eating the wrong food?
Snacking, I think, and I have to admit, snacking is my downfall. Unhealthy snacks. I think it's good to just really go back to basics, really, where we have 3 good meals a day, lots of meat, lots of vegetables, and just really cut back on the fatty foods and the snacks, things like crisps and Coke, fizzy drinks, biscuits and cakes, all those things that actually have high fat and high sugar and we absolutely love to eat, myself included.
Thank you for answering our questions in your time. Back to you, Joel.
However, keeping healthy isn't just about food. It is also about the right amount of exercise, which will be further explained by Dr. Hodgson. Over to you, Scott.
Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about childhood obesity. Here we have Dr. Hodgson, a sports scientist, going to be telling us a bit of information about the subject.
So, as you said, my name is Dr. Hodgson. I'm a sports scientist. I specialise in exercise physiology and metabolism. And what that means in simple terms is I understand how the body adapts to exercise and food, both for performance but also for health.
So here I have some questions, so yeah, let's get on with this. In a nutshell, what are your thoughts on childhood obesity?
So probably in a nutshell, childhood obesity is a problem that we're faced with today in the 21st century, and something that's becoming more and more prevalent. The main reason is we've got a society of people coming through who are more likely to have an earlier death age, to actually die earlier, also suffer from more diseases, so diabetes or cardiovascular disease.
And how could the cause of child obesity be prevented?
So obesity is caused by lots of different factors. Obviously food and the amount of food that someone consumes is an important factor, but there's also how much energy someone expends, so that's through exercise, activity. But you also have to remember it's also about psychology. So I think if the main causes really is exercise, nutrition, but also the well-being, psychological well-being of an individual.
What are your best tips if you or a friend becomes obese?
Firstly, it's to look at the lifestyle they're leading. So are they leading a healthy, active lifestyle? So actually asking them what exercise they may do, what kind of activity they may do. I think that's the first thing. But secondly, looking at the types of foods and the amounts of foods they're eating. And not just on a plate of food, but also as snacks, because we know that snacks from food and drink can contribute quite a lot.
So do you think sometimes the parents could buy maybe more healthier foods?
Yeah, so obviously for children, putting food on your plate isn't your priority, it's the parents. So I think looking at different types of foods, different amounts of foods, but also healthier packaged foods that are convenient could be a good way around that.
How could you spot obesity? Like, is there a way to spot it?
So obviously visually is an easy one, but I think tracking a child's weight over time could be a nice measure of that. But also there's some very crude measures such as BMI, body mass index, where you use weight and the height. But also I think a real crude measure is how much exercise someone's doing. I think you can still be fit and fat, provided you are doing some exercise, but it all comes down to body weight.
Okay, thank you for answering our questions. So overall, what do you think are child obesity? What would you just say to
I think in a nutshell, we all have a responsibility in obviously offsetting obesity, especially not just in adults, but like we were saying, in children. I think politics should play a part in that. School, parents, but us as individuals should take responsibility.
Okay, thank you for that.
You might not think it, but what goes on the shelves in supermarkets has a big part in our life. What we buy depends on whether or not we're getting a healthy diet, getting enough nutrition. Here are some quoted facts from a worker at Waitrose when asked some questions. Over to you, Ben.
What does Waitrose as an organisation do to promote healthy eating, and why do they think this as a priority? All packaging uses the traffic light system for a quick and easy check at a glance. This is very important because we care for the well-being of our customers and the nation as a whole. When did Waitrose start making healthy eating our priority? Healthy eating became prominent 20 years ago and has developed over the years significantly. Could Waitrose do more to promote healthy eating? If so, how? Waitrose tries to do more by educating school children through visits and various aspects of our website.
In 2009, nearly 4,000 young people needed hospital treatment for problems complicated by being overweight compared with just 872 in 2000. National surveys in England suggest about 3 in 10 2 to 15-year-olds are overweight, while 14 to 20 are obese. The UK has the highest rate of childhood obesity in Western Europe, which is estimated to cost the NHS around £4.2 billion a year.